Keeping really busy this January. She's run 31 marathons and performing 31 stand-up gigs in 31 countries in 31 days.
Can I get some water, sir? Right, Bubbles.
Thank you.
Ah, I'm doing well.
I know that you're talking about the Death Star canteen.
The Honourable Lord Bedham. Don't know what you're talking about. Death Star, I run the Death Star. I'm your boss. You're Mr. Stevens. Blue bread.
Eddie joins me now ahead of marathon number 7. You are astonishing, and this is all about making humanity great again. Boy, when you look at what's happening in America, do we ever need this right now?
Yes, well, I came up with this little slogan. I can't quite remember how I came up with it, but anyway, maybe it's something yesterday was showing what Donald Trump does is he seems to destroy humanity. He works against it. And if you wind it all back, the basic thing, he's lied and lied and lied and lied and lied like so many times that you can't keep up with it. And if lying is allowed to be a tool of politics, then humanity dies. And that's what was happening yesterday. And he is a fake president. Fake president, that's him. That's him in a poster. That's how he'll be in history.
Well, that's why we need what you are doing right now. It is absolutely astonishing. Can you just take me through your day at the moment? What happens to you?
Right now is breakfast. I'm just about to have breakfast. There's Sarah Johnson, my event manager, and she always does all the marathons with me. And we're in a security bubble and a support bubble. So we have breakfast together. So it's 9 o'clock, 10:30 down at Riverside Studios. Again, we never meet anyone. We're all very COVID safe up because we know this is a lockdown situation. And then I start running at 12 noon every day, run till 6 p.m. It's usually about 6:15, 6:30. And then I do a show at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., all London time. But it goes out around the world. This is the beautiful thing. We knew that COVID was coming, another spike, and so it's people are watching the shows from all around the world, and they can join and run with me if they have a treadmill, but through an app called Zwift, and they can actually make themselves an avatar and run along with me and support me, which is beautiful. And they donate to eddieizard.com.
It's amazing. Where do you get the energy? Where does that come from? Just to run a marathon and I'll do a show as well. Just after the one.
Where do you get the energy to do what you do? If you think about it, it's your motivation. Yeah. It's motivation. If we're motivated, we do this. But if it's the washing up, I'm only doing the washing up now because I have to keep it up with it. But normally I just leave it in the sink. As my dad used to say, just leave it in the sink with some water in it and we'll do it later. So if motivated, I can get going, as I think a lot of us can do. And I think all I prove is that we can all do more than we think we can do.
I think you're absolutely right. Now look, just before Christmas, you were in the news, obviously wanting to be known as she now, and can I apologise to you if I get that wrong? Because we're still kind of just going along with it.
Let me say this, I just request, I've been out for 35 years, you know this, 1985, 35 years. And a lot of people were supportive by this. I just put a request, I was asked, I was on National Portrait Gallery, Portrait Artist of the Year. And they said, what would you like to be known as? And I thought, well, I'd quite like to be she, because I'm in girl mode, she, her. But basically, there's a request, but it's never a demand, it's never an insistence. And some people twist that, and some people get het up about it. But, it's as if some of the world are saying, are you serious about this? Are you serious about being trans? Because we just didn't know for 35 years.
Yeah, I know, exactly. It's not exactly been a secret, has it? Generally, though, it's been very supportive, actually. Yeah. People have thought, that's fine, whatever you want to do, that's good.
If people have a problem, just call me Eddie. It's no big deal for me. I know some people, because I'm gender fluid, and I do all my dramatic roles in boy mode. And if people are angry, I'm trying to tell the truth at a time where lies, again, as I say, are used as a tool of politics. You can actually lie and win elections. You can win things. You can have the fake president of Trump. I'm trying to tell what is actually going on, and we're getting closer and closer to working out what the genetic thing is in transgender, and that is going to help humanity. And this century, I think, is the coming of age of humanity. It could be either our first century or our last. We're either going to make it a fair world for everyone, or we're not going to make it. I think that's what I'm fighting for. The right to have a fair chance in life. That's what I'm fighting for.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. As long as you're a decent human being and you tell the truth and you tell your own truth and you're kind, surely that's much more important than shoving a label on, and because it doesn't really matter.
It's live and let live. So if people call anyone refers to me as she or her, I feel a wonderful feeling. But if they go he and they don't, or if they just call me Eddie or mate or mush, mush is all right. You know, I want everyone to back off it because, you know, we all, you'll know this, the fetus, we're all girls as a fetus, and then some of us get coded boys. That's how it starts. The nipples are there because they could have been breasts. Testes and ovaries are the same thing, but they get coded different ways. Stop being so obsessed about this. Just back off. We're all human beings, and we need to make humanity work.
You are fabulous. Thank you for saying that. It really does help. It helps so many people. I have to ask you something though. Do you actually like running, Eddie? I mean, do you enjoy it?
Not on the treadmill. Do not like it on the treadmill. There is one good bit, and that's the bit when I finish the 42 kilometers, 26 miles. At that bit, it's okay. The rest of it on the treadmill is rough, and I have to talk to people. I'm basically doing a 6-hour podcast. I'm talking to people down live feeds, and that's going out around the world. So that keeps me going, keeps my brain going. But out in the real world, it can be beautiful. You can suddenly get a vista. The temperature can be right. If anyone goes to my website, they can see the South African marathons. And at certain times, it was like, wow, this is something. I'm seeing something here. But a lot of the time, it's grind, unfortunately.
Well, I know, because it's just such a grind. Now, look, we need people like you. You're so articulate as well. We need people like you in politics, and I know that was something that you wanted to do, and
no,
certainly, you're still doing that? You're still going to be very involved? Good.
I would have stood in the last election. I couldn't get a seat due to whatever reasons. You know, politics is politics. But if I'm a member of the Labour Party, and so that's what I fight for. And if a by-election seat comes up, then I would, and it was a good fit, I would fight for that. And if not, in the next election. But you know me, I'm a relentless so-and-so, and I will keep going until I get into Parliament as an MP. I have energy, and I like people, except the extreme right wing who seem to be violent, threats of violence, and use lying as a tool of politics. Not that group, because we tried that in the 1930s. We don't want to go back to the 1930s. I am trying to encourage people to head towards the 2030s.
Exactly. You're a fantastic woman, and you're a fantastic human being. Thank you so much, and good luck with all that you're doing. It is remarkable.
And thank you for being so supportive. You really have been so supportive, and it just feels... It's great that you're there.
Oh, Eddie, thank you. Thank you so much. That means the world. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very good.
Great to talk to you. And you'll find out lots more about Eddie's Make Humanity Great Again online. Right, still to come this morning. Gosh, I'm emotional now with death and paranoia.